This isn't a dragged out 10 minute and 15-second long video with a 3-minute Dollar Shave Club advertisement in the middle. This is my practical guide for guys who want real advice from someone who's been through this journey. I started weightlifting about 5 years ago with the same goals as you. I'm going to try and give you the best real advice I can in hopes of helping other guys who were at my starting point, because honestly, it's unreal how much my life has changed due to this grind. I'm going to do some assuming here. You're a young male aged 13 to mid-20s. You chose this video specifically because it's a guide on building an attractive body. So I'm going to assume that you want to attract the opposite sex and you believe building a muscular body helps with this. I'll just tell you the truth right now. It absolutely does. Building an attractive physique means to resistance train, that is weightlifting. This makes muscles while focusing on a progressive overload. So that literally just means making progress as you go along, using heavier weights, doing more reps, longer workouts. The usual guides you'll see online will have you lifting heavy 3 times a week, focusing on compound movements. This advice is given by guys on Reddit who look like this. Take this advice if you do not want to look attractive. Here is what I call the hierarchy of attractive muscle groups. Just quickly, I said this was going to be a no bullshit guide, so I'm going to follow that. I'm not going to go in depth with the particular exercises you should be using to grow these particular muscles. There's literally millions of videos out there that will already tell you this. My advice is to find a credible source of information, such as a scientific research-based YouTuber, and look up their guides on the particular muscle you're looking into. So starting from number 1, abs, the abdominal muscles. This is what symbolizes the Greek gods. The importance of abs in terms of attractiveness is huge. Every single person you meet will know what developed abs look like. Every single person watching this video has probably tried getting a six-pack when they were younger as well. A quick tip here, do a lot more focus on the lower abs. The upper 4-pack is generally built quite well through a normal weightlifting program, but the lower set's underdeveloped, and that's the one that really fine-tunes the physique to make it look more attractive. Number 2, the neck. I bet you aren't training your neck, and you've probably never even heard of neck training before. This makes an insane difference in your physique, just trust me. A thicker, muscular neck makes you look a lot more masculine and less like a little boy. The neck is a body part that is pretty much always visible no matter what type of clothing you wear, so it's important to develop this. Don't be like those bodybuilders who will train for years and never do anything directly for the neck, because getting a developed body which is grown in size and your neck is still the same size makes you look really strange. So I'll place a picture here where you can see a bodybuilder who hasn't trained his neck. The guy's jacked, but if we just can see his neck and his face, he'll look like a skinny boy. Then I'll uncrop his body and you can see how big he is. But if you were just able to see his face, you wouldn't have realized that he put in probably 10 years into the gym. Just because he didn't train neck, you couldn't even see that dedication. It's crazy. Number 3, the delts. So shoulders, specifically the lateral delts. Lateral just means side, so this literally just means the side of your shoulder. You train this by doing lateral raises with light weight, and you'll see a difference in your physique within seconds when you've got a pump. It really is that simple. This muscle is insane. It makes you look wider and your waist slimmer in comparison. Other parts of your shoulder muscle like the traps, the front delts and the rear delts are really important as well, but I believe the lateral delts should be a much bigger priority. Number 4, arms, including forearms. Just like the neck, this is a body part that is generally always visible, so any progress you make here will be very obvious to others. Makes it quite valuable to train. Forearms in particular add that fine-tune effect I talked about with the lower abs. If your forearms are undeveloped, it really does make your physique look strange and uneven. Back and legs. I've put these at the lowest hierarchy. Don't get me wrong, don't skip these days and don't not train them. I still train back and legs twice a week and I hit them hard. I make progress on them. However, I feel like these muscles generally round off your physique so it doesn't really look weird if they're undeveloped. But there's certainly other muscles that should be a much higher priority if you're focusing on aesthetics, building an attractive body. No girl has ever said that she's attracted to you because you've got massive quads or calves.